저는 워싱턴 타코마한인회 사무총장 조승주입니다. This year marks the 73rd anniversary of the Korean War. Korea has overcome the pain and the suffering of a war and achieved a significant economic development. 올해는 6.25 한국전쟁 73주년이 되는 해입니다. 한국은 73년 전 한반도에서 벌어졌던 전쟁의 아픔을 딛고 일어나 세계 경제 10위권으로 끌어올린 모국 대한민국의 발전에 박수를 보냅니다. 70-year alliance between United States and the Republic of Korea. 지금부터 6.25 한국전쟁 73주년 그리고 한미동맹 70주년의 기념식을 거행하겠습니다. Please stand for guard, posting.
백두산이 마르고 닳도록 하나님이 보호하사 우리나라 만세 무궁화
Detail, halt. Port, arms. Ready? Aim. Fire. Order. Arms. Forward. March.
Honor for those who gave their lives to defend country they never met or never knew, and people they have never met. 이북 오도민 도민회 민주평통협회
국회 타코마한인회장 이석창입니다. 올해 우리는 6.25 전쟁 제73주년 또는 한미동맹 제70주년을 뜻깊은 해인 것 같습니다. 존경하는 동포 여러분, 해가 거듭될수록 우리의 내리에서, 우리 기억 속에서 점점 잊혀져가는 6.25 전쟁에 참혹했던 그 상황 속에 있어서 자유와 평화를 위한 참전용사, 또한 미국 병사와 유엔 참전용사의 여러분들께 진심으로 감사를 드리며 희생하신 호국 영웅분들의 결코 잊을 수 없음을 말씀드리고 싶습니다. 지금은 저희들 그 물질적인 풍요로움 속에서 누리고 있지만 자유로운 속에서, 생활 속에서도 불구하고 우리는 결코 잊지 말아야 하는 호국 영웅의 희생과 거룩한 용기를 다시 한번 머리 숙여 경의를 표하는 바입니다.
6.25 기념식에 맞아서 참가해 주신 모든 기빈 여러분 감사드립니다. Korean War veterans and families, distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to have you all here today to commemorate the 73rd anniversary of Korean War Memorial Ceremony. Since becoming Korean Consul General in Seoul last year, I have visited this Korean War Memorial in Olympia several times, but each time I feel so much emotion, gratitude, and pain. Though the 70 years have passed, I recognize that there are many people for whom this passage of time is a mere number. And every one of them we will never forget. Recently, I met the families of Korean War's Mission in Action. They showed me a map of North Korea and detailed unfamiliar places, sharing where their uncle or father died, and that they hope to find their remains one day. For them, the past 73 years have probably not passed, but remained deeply embedded. Remembering the many families of the missing and separate in South Korea, I feel a sense of solidarity with them. Last December, I participated in repatriation of Sergeant Alan H. Tuttle. His remains in Bellevue, Washington, after being laid to rest at the National Pacific Memorial Cemetery in Hawaii.
네, 여러분과 다시 만나게 돼서 반갑습니다. 좀 쏠쏠한 날씨에 많이 와주셔서 감사합니다. Good morning, everyone. We are here today to remember, to honor, to pay our respect to all those brave soldiers who fought and gave their lives to defend a country called South Korea. I still remember, I was in Korea at that time. I still remember exactly what happened. And it was a fierce, bloody war. That's what I saw. 73 years ago, I was 18 years old. Today, I'm standing here in front of you as an old soldier. General MacArthur said, old soldiers never die. I like to believe it. The war caused so many lives and enormous property damages. Nobody wants another war in Korea. Yet, North Korea is preparing another war. Their provocations continuing all these years, and we must be prepared to counter their aggressive behavior. only way to prevent, to stop another war is by maintaining strong alliance between Korea and United States.
I'd first like to recognize our great First Corps band over there that played the music for us, our color guard that seated the flags, and our firing squad this morning. Please join me in a round of applause for our great soldiers this morning. So my name is Steve Smith, and I am a bayonet soldier, privileged to command the fighting 7th Infantry Division, a division with a storied history of serving and fighting on the Korean Peninsula since the end of World War II. In fact, our very name, the Bayonet Division, was derived from a wartime service in Korea. And the bayonet march we'll hear in a little bit at the end of this program is written and sung to the melody of Arirang, in honor of our enduring bond with the Korean people that'll never end. For the last 2 years at this ceremony, I spoke about the history of our great army, the history of how we fought beside our brave Republic of Korea soldier counterparts to win and to maintain the peace and the prosperity in South Korea. This year, on the 73rd anniversary of the start of the Korean War, and the 70th anniversary of the United States Republic of Korea Security Alliance, I'd like to discuss and focus on more recent experiences I've had in Korea that have reminded me so much of their enduring bond between our two nations. So over the last 12 months, our division has repatriated and interred 3 bayonet soldiers that were killed in action during the horrific fighting east of the Chosin Reservoir in the brutally frigid winter of 1950. We will repatriate another fallen hero from the Bayonet Division from that battle later this month. Over the last 9 months, we have had a brigade combat team serving in South Korea with our Katusa, our Republic of Korea counterparts, training in the same mountains and the same valleys where the most brutal fighting of the war took place.
U.S. Army veteran who was fortunate enough to be stationed in Korea during my service, I learned a true appreciation for the spirit and strength of the Korean people and their culture. So for me, it's a true honor to be here to read the Governor's Proclamation today. Whereas the year 2023 marks the 73rd anniversary of the start of the Korean War, and whereas 73 years ago, the United States and Republic of Korea stood shoulder to shoulder on the front lines of battle to defend democracy and freedom, and whereas the United States and the Republic of Korea now stand together as allies and partners economically and politically, whereas this year marks the 70th anniversary of the U.S.-South Korea alliance, which reflects the pivotal role our countries play as global leaders in democracy, economy, and technology, whereas this enduring partnership between our two countries will be sustained and further strengthened into the future, and whereas we honor and remember the Americans, Koreans, and members of the 21 nations making up the United Nations who committed themselves to support South Korea and paid the ultimate sacrifice, whereas we recognize that all Americans owe a debt to Korean War veterans for their brave and selfless sacrifices. Now therefore, Jay Inslee, Governor of the State of Washington, does hereby proclaim June 25th, 2023.
윤영목 회장님, 참전 유공자 여러분 같이 나오세요.
Chief Fin- Forgot your name.
여기 봐요. 여기 보세요. 예, together.